Oh, and we're back.
You know, I got to get Travis on the show.
Yes, you do.
So we talked about that. So that music is from a buddy of mine, I grew up with. He's actually got a new movie coming out that they're shopping at, like, I guess, movie festivals, like Cannes and stuff like that. Yeah,
like Sundance.
Yeah, he just posted on Instagram a picture of him and this girl that was in she was in another semi decent, like, big movie. Him and her, like, the star roles.
Encino Man?
Yeah. I'm not sure what it's about, but I did comment on his Instagram if there's any full frontal nudity, and he never answered back.
Is full frontal nudity worse than full rear roll nudity?
I'll show my naked butt right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess each his own.
Yep, so yes. Well, he's in LA. So.
And then right when he walks in, he's going to be like, "We're back."
Oh, Lord.
I knew I was sneaking in on you. Got him.
Hey, so we got a new crew member.
Dude, I mean, we're this is 18 episodes in?
Yep.
I'm so excited to announce this. I don't even know if I can do it. I'm going to have you do it.
We have a new visual, and he actually helped with audio today, expert coming to help us out. And this YouTube video will be a little different. It'll be different. He brought a bunch of cool toys that he's videoing with, and hopefully it'll make it some cooler content that we can have to put up. So we have John Manigold. I actually met him through my brother-in-law, Adam. They went to church together. I think we actually met a long time ago, but we reconnected just recently when he helped Adam film at the Houston Texans game when the girls all were cheering on the field. He was there to help out, and then I think he's been helping Adam out lately. He helped out with the fashion show with extra cameras and getting footage for Adam's YouTube video. So, but John's here to help out and get us going. He's going to be our new, he's like our Jamie from Rogan.
Yeah.
But you can't call him Jamie.
This is where y'all come in.
So now we're going to open this up. People can comment on, maybe we need to post a picture with
in his likes. Yeah.
And we need to ask for, what's his
suggestions,
producer name.
Yeah. So we could be boring and just call him John. Let's be honest. That's not really that fun.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll open up to that and let them come up with the name.
Yeah.
And the winner we pick, we'll get a free T-shirt.
We'll get a free T-shirt
of John's.
Currently, right now, it's flannel.
You remember some plaid short sleeve button up? It's yours.
It's medium.
He picked up. Oh, so yeah. You'll get a free Dale Not Dale podcast.
Look at that. Golly, look at that cabbage.
Dude.
Man,
Yeah.
John's got a great chest.
He's got a hairy chest.
Golly. That was beautiful.
I like it. So yeah, John's going to help us out. We very much appreciate it because, we're trying to take this to the moon.
We've said that a lot. It's on its way.
We did?
Yeah.
We're like Dogecoin.
Here's what I feel.
Maybe one day.
You know how, like, whenever NASA sends the space shuttle?
John worked at NASA. Fun fact.
John did work at NASA.
Yep.
Fun fact. But you know when they send the shuttle out, they put it on that little tractor looking thing, and it just takes hours and hours to get to the launch site. We're in transport right now.
They're trying to find the keys to the tractor.
Exactly.
It's still hooked up. Yeah. They're trying to have the keys.
Yeah. Yeah. We're basically waiting for the shuttle mover tractor. But we're going to the moon. We know we're going to the moon. We just don't know when.
Yeah.
The countdown hadn't started yet.
Yeah, you don't want to rush it because we could blow up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they forgot the keys. There's no gas in the tractor.
There's none.
A few things are holding us up.
And most of it's because of the expense of diesel these days. Goodness. I can't fathom.
You don't even drive a diesel. I do.
Okay,
None
of that matters.
You're about to drive even a girlier car.
Dude, I don't even.
Vaughn just ordered him a Jeep Gladiator truck like my brother-in-law's.
Well,
y'all gotta get leather like vest too.
Yeah, no, the problem is I think you're mad you're not going to be in our gang.
I can't fit in one of those little things.
Yes, you can.
It's for teenagers.
No, I got one that's Dale approved. If I fit, you fit. We're the same size.
No, we're not.
Okay, you weigh more.
Exactly.
But you're the same height.
I'm taller.
No, you're not.
Just saying.
You're only in heels.
Well, that's what I wear when I drive. Can't fit.
I didn't know that. See, I'm learning new things. See you on the trail.
So Jeep Gladiator, right?
Yeah, I mean,
what made you decide to do that?
Well, because I have a company vehicle, and I have that other white truck that we haul our dog in, and it's just one of those things. Like, it's getting older. It's a 2002.
Which thing you can get for that truck?
I don't know, $7 grand, $6,500.
It looks like a good truck. I mean, it looks
yeah,
nice.
It runs fine. It's just one of those things. I just I'm want another something. And knowing me, I'll have it for a year and get rid of it.
Well, they are cool. I wouldn't drive one. If I got a Jeep, I'd get like an old model Jeep.
Yeah.
But the Jeep truck is pretty practical.
It is. It's got a bed in it.
I mean, you can put your books in the back for homeroom when you drive. And
uh-huh.
Yeah. Like your...
Dude. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow.
So hey, it's been a nice week, man. We just passed. This is the weekend after Thanksgiving. So it was actually pretty. I worked just a couple of days first of the week, and then Wednesday on, I didn't do any work. So it was actually kind of nice to sleep in.
Yeah.
Which my sleep in is like 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's pretty late for me.
Yep.
But it's been a nice week.
Yeah. I had to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was off Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Wednesday I worked a little bit on the phone, but like I said, most people aren't trying to get me. If I had a phone call, it was something that was kind of urgent. So
yeah,
nothing major. What'd y'all do for Thanksgiving?
We went over to my dad's house and had a little family gathering there. We try to keep it till it's like just one spot. You go to one spot, you see everybody there, and then you leave. And it's not from town to town to house to house.
Yeah.
Because, I don't like celebrating any gatherings.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've always been that way. I think one of the things is I hate to take pictures, like arranged pictures, unless, like stuff that we do it's funny stuff, or it's somebody else is taking the picture and we don't know it.
Yeah.
I don't like having to get in a row and like this person here and this person. It's just too much. It's verbal noise to me, and it makes me extremely nervous. And then it makes me angry if we do it too much.
You may need a service dog.
I got one.
No, not one. You can't even bring him around people.
Well, I know, but he still services.
I'm not going to ask how.
But imagine if I did bring him around. You think anybody want to take any pictures with me? No, they wouldn't. Not if he's around.
Dude,
he's so stupid, man. I swear.
Okay, you got to get back focused.
The dog service.
Did you have anything exciting happen?
At lunch?
Yeah, I mean, you used to get...
No, okay. So normally when I go to my mother's house, I get kicked out.
Okay.
Because I get my sister riled up, and my mom's always like, I did not raise y'all this way. Well, my mom had, she's actually in the hospital.
Right now?
And I think she got out last night.
You think?
Well, I mean, yeah, I know she did. It wasn't like full-blown emergency. She had atrial fibrillation, which is kind of like offbeat heart. Yeah.
Okay.
It's nowadays.
Do you cause that from Thanksgiving?
No.
Just make sure.
Nowadays, it's very, very common.
Does your mom want to meet me?
Yeah.
She always comments on our stuff.
She always talks about like there was this blank space that she can remember when she was about to go to college. She's like, there was this guy I met. So basically, I think she's trying to find out if she has another kid.
I'll call her mom when I see her.
But please do. Please do.
You need to tell me a bunch of stuff that she wouldn't think I knew about her. And I'll be like, I'll bring that up.
Dude, I'll tell you anything you need to know.
I'm trying to think of something like something that only she does. I need to do it too, like as part of my. And she'd be like, "Oh my god, that's so weird. I did that."
Oh, like catching rainwater and using it to water her garden.
Well, that's not too weird.
That's a little weird.
I'll just say I do that. I'm like, man, but that rain.
Your favorite thing to do is paint people's houses, the inside.
She does that.
That's all she does. She loves it. She loves.
How much
paint.
she charge?
She does it for free.
Well, we could have brokered that for Mike and Lauren. They just probably paid $10,000. We could have got $6,000 out of it, and had her do it.
Yeah, but then they'd have they'd have to deal with my mom. I love her. Don't get me wrong.
We're not dealing with her.
She's hard to work for. She's too. She like does everything that's too perfect.
Oh, that's perfect for me.
I can't tell her, Mom, can you hurry up and just not use a child's paintbrush to paint that little square in there? She's like, nah, that's the way I do it. She doesn't talk like that, but that's what I hear. So yeah, but no, Thanksgiving was good. We we ate.
Did you cook anything, or your dad?
My dad does all the cooking. I'm just not. There's another thing I don't like about gatherings. We're going to go off on a tangent here. I feel like this episode's about to gear towards
You just don't
holidays.
like people.
It's not that I don't like people. It's that I'm impatient about waiting. So what happens is you have everybody's going to be 2:00. Everybody, let's meet here at 2:00. We're all going to eat. So you get there at 2:00. And if I get somewhere at 2:00 and I haven't eaten before, I'm starving. I'm ready. I'm ready to gorge myself. And if you're 10 minutes behind, that's 10 minutes of thinking about eating that makes me in a bad mood.
See, you say I'm bad. That's where I'm not like that.
Yeah, but you're like that with little stuff. I'm like that with something big, like, sustenance and eating.
Well,
like you get upset if I don't bring you the right water.
Well, you took forever.
To what I said.
And you gave John his first.
He was closer to me.
But I asked for it first.
He's the newest member. He's the newest member. You got to treat the new members. Yes.
So Thanksgiving for us, we did it at Nick and Ashley's. And we had everybody there, us, the Busbys, Nick's parents, his sister, his brother from New York came in. So we had a full house with 10 kids, a bunch of adults. They had like 4 or 5 dogs in the house because they had their dogs there too.
Who had whose dogs?
So Nick has his 2.
Okay.
His sister brought her dog. His stepbrother brought his dog.
His sister's from where?
She's in Houston. She was staying. She stayed with him for like a couple nights, so they brought their dog with them.
Okay.
But it's like 5 dogs. Like they text us that morning, "Hey, there's 5 dogs here. I hope you aren't bringing your dog." I'm like, "No, I'm not bringing my dog anyway." But it's like I don't like animals except for mine.
I would never ask anybody if I could bring my dog. I mean, maybe that's me. Maybe they have like this thing. I don't know.
I wouldn't either.
But I just wouldn't do that for sure.
I wouldn't either. I don't know. I don't like other people's animals.
I don't. Yeah, me neither.
And people like always,
not at my house.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's true. But so we had that there. You can imagine how loud it gets with our group because our kids are just loud, and then we got the Quints, and then the 5 big ones, and then we played left, right, center, which that gets always rowdy because there's a lot going on. And then we played a game with the adults, which turned into the kids showing up. We played adults and kids, so it was like 17 of us playing around a table.
Left, right, center?
Yeah.
17 people?
Yeah. Yeah, one of the kids, Parker won like $50-something.
Hustler.
Well, it's like when the kids played, I mean, the Busbys were 60% of all the kids, so they won every time.
It's
not fair.
Well, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it is fair because could you imagine having 6 kids?
No. There ain't no damn way.
They've taken no. Heads up.
John's got 6 kids too.
John has 6 kids.
Yep.
And did y'all meet on like a app with multiple kids? Like you find friends that have the same amount of kids?
Oh.
So John just said they met on an app where people get multiple kids. They just meet up.
Yeah, he's not on the microphone. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah.
Him and Adam met on Grindr. And then they said, we should get married and both have a bunch of kids. That's each other.
No, yeah.
The women.
No. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Dang, that's a lot of kids, dude. I don't know. Okay, so what's worse? 5 kids at once, like 5 kids at once plus another kid, or 6 kids spread from 10 to 2? Maybe you could, you just add water overnight and you have 6 kids with 5. And that's a big game changer. I would think you could at least manage.
Yeah.
Like if he's got one from 10 and then a couple years, at least you can financially, mentally get yourself kind of.
How I look at it is like if you take Danielle, for instance, she's been pregnant a total of like 18 months. John, your wife's been pregnant for like 12 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And folks, just so y'all know, John's only 22.
Yeah.
Which makes it real weird. None of these kids are adopted either.
Yeah. First kid at 12.
Yeah, 6 kids. Goodness.
I don't know what would be. Vaughn barely can handle one. Luckily, his kid's quiet because Vaughn would lose his shit.
Oh, yes.
But I can imagine you with 6 kids.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And I don't knock anybody for having 6 kids, don't get me wrong, but me personally, no.
Yeah, no. We were going to be done with 2 regardless. I was like, hey, if we have 2 girls, I'm good. If we have a boy and a girl, I'm good. I was going to get fixed regardless. And then we ended up having a boy. And so I was like, okay, well,
call it a day.
It's done.
Yeah.
2 was plenty. And we knew that going in. It was like 2's enough kids for us. I didn't even Crystal, she never said, I guess she said every once in a while, it'd be nice to have a baby. I'm like, hell no. There ain't no way I'd want another baby.
She wouldn't be able to go to daily lunches.
I was about to say,
what would she do?
You couldn't go work out and do mimosas every day. She doesn't realize the ramifications.
And you can't do promos with a kid screaming in the background.
No.
That's frowned upon.
There goes your Instagram money.
Yeah. You can't do that. But y'all should adopt one.
No.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get it lined up for you.
I'm not adopting a kid.
I'm gonna find you one.
We are gonna. That was funny. So we were at church this morning, and they were talking about a lot of churches they'll have like a bunch of kids that underprivileged or don't have stuff for Christmas. You can adopt a kid for Christmas. And so the pastor Brian, he's funny. He was like talking about it. He goes, man, hey, we had 200 kids apparently that need to get bought for, and first service took care of like 125 of them. He's like, we got 75 more left to do. He goes, so if you guys are ready to in the front to purchase your kids, and he's like, wait, it's funny the way he said it. He's like,
you got a kid auction.
Like, we're not selling kids, But then so Crystal's like, okay, we're gonna adopt 2 kids for Christmas, and like Bronson kind of freaked out. He's like, well, what do you mean? When do we get them? Like, he thinks we're like really adopting kids.
You didn't tell him otherwise, did you?
Oh yeah, I think Crystal did.
Oh man, I was gonna say we could like get like 2 kids and wrap them up or something, and like give it to them on Christmas morning. Do you know how funny that'd be?
That would be funny. Yeah. So yeah, Crystal went. We're doing we got 2 kids. We're gonna buy 4. From the church, but it was just funny, but because the way he said it, just like.
Yeah.
Go to the thing to purchase the kids you want.
What do y'all got to name them?
I don't know. I got to see them first. Then I'm going to ask your buddy Anthony who to name them.
Yeah. Anthony, he's the greatest namer ever.
So, but yeah, so we are full force in the holiday season, which I don't know how your work is like. So the end of the year for me is kind of, it slows down quite a bit. It does.
It slows down for us too.
Because the people I deal with in the plants, most of them are higher up folks, and they take off towards the end of the year because they work.
Yep.
Throughout the whole year, they're bowed up. So, in the year, they're not doing a whole lot or taking their vacation time.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. So for me too, like I'm working, but it's really even more chilled out than normal.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
My busy, like this time of year, starting this coming week, is not necessarily the work itself. It's the Christmas parties for our work because we do them regionally. So I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to each one.
So I'm going to Florida, Georgia, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Houston, all in 10 days.
Jeez. Yeah, we got our Christmas party this Saturday night, which we do one for Houston. We kind of do the same way. I don't have as many regions, but we do for Houston.
Who you taking?
Huh?
Who you gonna take?
What you mean?
Who you can take with you?
Who's my plus one?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll take Kiki.
She goes. She goes every year.
I know. So we have one for like all our Houston group, which that's the biggest part of our company.
Yeah.
Because we have the biggest shop and most drivers. A lot of support cast there. And then me and Jacob will take a trip to Baton Rouge, and we usually we got to do reviews also for our sales reps.
Mm-hmm.
So do our sales reviews during the day, and then we'll take them out to a nice dinner, drink a bunch of expensive wine, and eat at a good place in Baton Rouge. Stay the night in LaBerge, gamble, and come home the next day. So those are kind of fun. Beaumont, we have another branch in Beaumont. They'll do a party. If they don't do it the same night as Houston's, I'll try to go to that one. But so we have 3 branches, 3 areas. So, but yeah, I like Christmas parties are fun for the work.
Yeah. There's always that. You know what I love about Christmas parties? There's always that one that gets hammered.
I know.
And they either A, lose their job, or B, lose their friends.
Yeah.
And every year, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
And we always expect it not to happen, but it does.
Yeah. We have ours this year at Schaefer's upstairs.
Oh, that's a cool place.
Last year we had a Jackie's. That was pretty cool. Jackie's upstairs. They have it nice.
Are you the one partying, planning all these?
No. Well, me and my customer service manager, we put it together.
Does she or he live down here?
She lives in the area. Yeah.
So seeing why all the places you pick.
No, we used to do it in the city. At like Beavers, or like they have a couple different places over there in Westheimer. And then for some reason, like past 2 years, we've been doing them down in this area because I think it's more central for people.
Yeah.
You have some people in Pearland, League City, South Houston, Baytown. So this is actually makes the most sense, which works for me because 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
I'm selfish.
I mean,
but I like the city too because I'd go get a hotel. So I mean, it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
We just party.
What do y'all do? Like white elephant?
No.
Yeah. So you just kind of have like a dinner and hang out.
We just have. It's just like a big. We have like food catered, and then we have an open bar. I mean, really, just all it is.
Y'all don't do like Naked Twister or anything?
This year we're gonna do it.
I mean, honestly, it's been a hit for most.
We don't have an HR department, so.
Yeah, ours is third party HR, but
just don't invite them.
They're on our side.
There you go. Yeah. So I think that's going to be fun. I'm ready for. I like Christmas time. I know you probably don't like it because you're like a Scrooge.
I'm not a Scrooge. It's just not my thing.
Why?
I mean, there's many.
Who hurt you as a kid?
Nobody really.
Really?
Nobody really did. I find it.
Were you always like this?
Yes.
Really?
When I was little, I looked at, and this could take a long time for me to say, but so I looked at Christmas as the time I get presents, right?
Yeah.
And not really understanding the meaning behind it. Well, what I've noticed is over the years, Christmas has become a corporatized thing. Okay, it is all about
you're one of these guys
getting presents and things like that. Well, it is, right? But for the most part, Christians are the ones that celebrate Christmas, obviously. And I just feel like if that's the premise of what you're celebrating, let's not make it so much about presents.
No, but that's just the fun part of it. Hey, there's a real reason why we celebrate it, but it is supposed to be a joyful, fun time.
Yeah.
And that's part of it.
I like to have joyful, fun times every day of the year.
I do too, but I like buying gifts for people.
Oh, see, that's where you and I differ. I cannot stand it. I love getting gifts.
You would.
I do. Gifts to me.
You would think you act like an only child.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
I don't know. I mean, I've never like I enjoy giving people things. I really do.
Agrees.
But I like to give people things throughout the year. Like
you haven't given me shit.
I mean, I have.
What?
My presents. And I don't mean present with a T. I mean presents.
Yeah, I know that. I bought you a present this year.
It's because it was for my birthday.
Exactly.
Well, I'm waiting for Christmas to give you yours. It's nice too.
It better be.
It's nice.
It better be real nice.
It's gonna be really nice. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's get off that subject. Have you ever gotten a really bad Christmas present?
I don't know. I mean,
actually, let's start. Let's take the positive note. In your life, what has been the present that you've received that you were most excited, thankful, happy about? It doesn't have to be like, it can be whatever present you want.
What was it?
Yeah, like what was it? Who gave it to you? What was the situation? Was it like all played out? I mean, was there a story behind it?
I think the only thing that comes to mind, one of my favorite gifts as a kid, was I got this that RC Bandit.
Oh,
RC car.
I've got one.
Remember that Bandit truck?
Yeah, I've got one in my shed right now.
That black and yellow one?
Yeah. Oh, well, mine's white and red. But
so I got that as a kid, and that thing was awesome.
Oh, those things are cool. Was it the gas powered or the?
No.
It was the battery.
It was one of the.
That's what I have.
It was one of those, and like I said, I remember that's one gift I remember as a kid that I loved, and I had for a long time.
You didn't break it right away?
No.
Those things are so fast, though.
They were quick.
Yeah.
I got Bronson a good one a couple years ago, and that thing flies. You'd lose it before you
No, it's crazy. It's crazy how fast they are.
No, but that one I had, it was called the Bandit. It was like black and yellow, but it was a really good one, and I loved it. Like, it was one of the coolest gifts. I don't know. That's what I really wanted, and then I got it that year. I was probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
That's just one thing that always sticks out. Like, I don't remember other stuff that,
Yeah.
I always wanted like shoes and clothes as a kid. So I always got clothes and like new shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was yours?
I'm fortunate enough to say that there's many of them. One of the most memorable, I was big into four-wheelers as a child. Loved four-wheelers. Like I would... I had a time to be home every night, which was before the streetlights turn out. And my parents, believe it or not, were actually pretty strict. And I would sometimes doze off watching people ride four-wheelers in this pasture we used to have down the street.
Yeah.
And I loved them. So for my
this is weird.
Yeah. So for my 12th birthday,
they got you a pillow to watch them on?
Yeah. In a blanket. No, they got me a four-wheeler. And they had like this thing where they hid it. We went to our family's ranch, and they hid it behind it's this old smokehouse. They hid it behind there and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna just go walk." And they were videotaping it and everything. And we walked and we passed the smokehouse, and I looked to the right and it was a brand new four-wheeler.
What brand?
It was a Suzuki Quad Runner 160.
What color?
I had that thing it was red and blue. I had that thing, I'm not kidding you, I bet I was from 12 to 23. I mean, it was too small for me, obviously, at that time.
Yeah.
But it ran, we never even changed the oil in that thing. I mean, it ran forever. And then I sold it.
See, I had a little mini bike as a kid, a Honda 50.
Yeah.
That my uncle let me use. We used to ride all the time.
Those are fun.
I never had a four-wheeler. We didn't grow up much. I didn't have that.
Yeah.
We had friends that had them, so I drove them, but I never had my own. But four-wheelers were fun.
And that's a good thing about having friends that have stuff is you don't have to buy it.
I know.
So that's why you notice I don't have a boat, because I've got friends with lots of boats.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty easy for boat ownership for me.
Yeah, I've never wanted to own a boat.
There's no, that is something I just would never do.
No. Like our friend Sarah and Lou, they'd got that little membership deal.
Oh, like boat timeshares?
Yeah. It's like you go and you get certain, like you pay a month, pay monthly, and you get like certain level of boat.
Like a boat club?
Yeah.
It's kind of like net jets for boats, right?
And they said it's pretty sweet. Because they said, man, she goes, but you think about the money I've spent or you spend on everything, you come out a lot ahead and you're like, hey, man, I want this boat. You call and it's already there in the water for you. Gassed up, ready to roll. I
could see that being a viable option for people.
I don't care to go in the water that much. I really don't.
I don't like water.
I don't care to do it. Like, I'm not going to fish. I don't touch some nasty fish.
Ugh, have your hands smell like it?
It's gross. I don't like doing that.
I don't like that either.
I went offshore fishing twice in my life, and they're like 10 years apart. And I could wait another 20 years for the next time I go. Because I just don't even, it's not for me.
If you go offshore fishing in like Cabo or something, they do all the work for you.
Yeah, like even that, I don't even care to do it.
No.
Like I'll just buy some fish to eat.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about a amount of a fish.
Me either.
So I really could care less.
If you don't go fishing, you don't need a mount.
I don't care. I'm not a big hunter either. Like I never was a big hunter. Like I grew up, I was scared of the snakes. And I didn't go in the woods.
I'm not a big hunter either. But for your Christmas present, I am getting you a mounted fish and a deer head.
I don't like the smell of dead animals.
I don't either.
It's gross.
Dude, it's amazing how much. If you and I were on a deserted island, how long do you think we'd make it?
He was shaking his head no.
I mean, we got to think about this. What would be your role on this island? It's like we're trying to live.
I mean, I would cook, but what are we going to eat?
Okay, I guess I would hunt.
You have to.
But who would clean it?
I don't know. We don't get like a ranch hand or something like that?
No, it's just you and I. We're only left in civilization as you and I.
Okay, so me and you on a deserted island.
Yes. Sounds like we're going to be vegan.
I'm just eating plants and nuts.
All right. I
mean, until we both die.
Yeah, but we're not going to die.
I mean, if you're forced to do it, I would figure it out. But if it was like a season naked and afraid, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, I can clean stuff, I mean, I've cleaned fish. I can clean fish. I
remember using a spoon going the opposite way to get the scales off. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. There's a much easier way to do it with a knife. But
oh, okay.
All right, so I'm obviously hunting. Okay, you're cooking.
I'll cook.
Who's gonna wash clothes?
I've never washed clothes my whole life.
All right. I guess.
Why are we gonna have clothes? I'm not being like that. I'm saying like.
What do you want to do? Would you wear shells?
I mean, I would just wear the same shit. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't. I'm like, dude, I got this new shirt. I'm gonna wear this new shirt. If you can wash it.
Well,
you mind pressing this for me?
Okay, so basically, what I'm thinking is we were in a plane crash and we were on a FedEx truck.
Okay.
Or a FedEx airplane, and when we crash, all the presents for Christmas that people were sending to each other are on that plane. So there's a bunch of stuff.
So where are we gonna plug in the air fryer?
We went into the generator that Frank sent to Cal.
Where are we going to get gas?
From the plane.
Jet fuel, work with jet fuel?
This is a jet fuel generator.
Oh, well, it's 2022.
Yeah.
What year do we wreck this plane?
2022.
Okay, we're good. So, man, that's interesting.
Dude, this is things you got to think about.
Why are we on a FedEx plane with presents?
Look, you've never seen Castaway?
He wasn't on the FedEx plane.
Yeah, he was. Was it UPS?
You sure? He worked for there.
Yeah. Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Yeah, he worked for FedEx, I thought.
But we don't work for FedEx, so why are we on this plane? Like, where do we get the clearance for this?
Okay, so we got a commercial deal with FedEx. Okay. They wanted to fly us to film it.
Okay. What were we filming?
We're filming in the Bahamas.
Okay. And then our plane went down. Who's with? How are we the only ones? Or were you the only one to survive the plane wreck?
Because we were the only one wearing flight suits.
Like flight suits?
Suits that protect you from crashes.
Oh, like we had Kevlar suits on?
Yes.
Okay. This is making a lot more sense. This could really happen now.
Dude.
Okay, so we wrecked the plane. Boom. Do we eat the pilot first?
If we wreck over water? Okay, so he's going to be salty, obviously.
Brined.
Yeah, he'll be brined. So I think he'll be easier to chew on. Me personally, I don't feel like that would be necessary because we're going to an island that has many things to eat.
Okay.
And I, once a cannibal, always a cannibal.
That's true.
I mean, once we get rescued and we say, "Oh yeah, we ate a person," we're still going to be cannibals.
Yeah, we may have to go answer for that. Okay, so first night.
The first night.
We're there.
All right.
Do we open all the boxes up to see what we got?
Absolutely.
Like Christmas morning?
I'm opening them on the way down. I think we're dying, so I want to see what's going on, right?
Oh man.
Yeah. So,
what is she getting in North Dakota?
Yeah. Like what is yeah, of course we open all the boxes. Or maybe we do like a thing where we can celebrate to make our day go better. Like at breakfast, you open 2 presents, I open 2 presents. Then at lunch, 2 presents, 2
Do
presents.
you pick the 2 presents I open? Or like it's like Secret Santa?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm like, what state do you want something from?
Yeah, and if we run out of states, then
so how many presents is on that plane?
On the jet we take, there's only 484.
So how long that will last us? How many days?
It's 484 if we're opening
4 days.
Let's say
well, you said breakfast,
lunch, and dinner.
Oh shit!
So there's 12 a day.
12 a day.
So it would last us. Let's say. I mean, simple math here. It would last us about a month and a half.
Okay. So do we burn the cardboard too for warmth, or we'd go skin to skin?
I feel like so one thing about burning is it heats, right? If we go skin to skin, that heat will transfer and it lasts longer. So I think we do both.
I like it. Now we're getting somewhere.
Just me, you laying next to the bonfire.
The bonfire. Okay, so I mean, if we're hunting, we're gonna technically eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, maybe somebody sent like a
Omaha steaks.
That
is that still around?
I don't know. Butcher Box is.
Okay.
We're trying to get them sponsors.
All right. Yes.
Butcher Box, maybe. Maybe they got like a salami of the year deal.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say we
popcorn tins.
Oh God, I love caramel popcorn.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. So let's say we could eat a lot from the plane, but we also want to, on special nights we could go out and hunt, or I could.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Well, I'll go. It'll be funny.
Well, you don't have a choice.
I don't mind killing something.
Oh,
I just don't want to clean it.
Yeah,
you have to teach. Well, you teach. I'm not scared. I just don't.
Yeah,
just teach me.
I just don't want to. It's just all about touching dead animals to me.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I've been around and you stink.
They stink, and then you can't wash it off your hands. Like I went fishing in Cabo like 4 or 5 years ago. I still smell marlin.
How do we? So how long do you think we're going to be on there till we get rescued?
Till we open the last presents.
So why don't we open them sooner?
Well, because the last present we open has the GPS tracker in it.
Oh, and it alerts people.
Yeah.
It's like the newest, like the Apple Watch.
Yeah, and this is a realistic scenario.
So why didn't we open that one earlier? Why did this end up being the last box?
Because it floated up on shore the last night we were there.
What are the odds?
I don't know.
And then we open that for breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Breakfast.
Okay. And then when did we get saved by then?
Lunch.
Damn.
Yeah.
They were close.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We were actually like on the other side of a resort. We just didn't know it the whole time.
We were actually in Key West.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had people. I was wondering what that noise was.
Yeah.
There's a resort behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they find us, they rescue us.
We ate that dude for no reason.
Yeah, no reason.
And we killed a lot of animals from a resort.
Yeah. Yeah, that did happen.
I was tired of eating iguana anyway.
Oh man. Yeah.
Now, do you grill those whole? Do you just eat the whole thing?
Iguanas? Do you like iguana feet?
I mean, I never had it.
Yeah, we'd probably have to grill the whole thing.
I'm down.
You just gut it and then you open it up and fillet it.
I think we need to just keep writing this out, and then maybe somebody will adapt this to a movie, and we get to be in it.
And then one of the presents we open is a volleyball, and like it becomes our friend.
Like, what would we name it though?
Probably the Wilson.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea. It sounds familiar, but I think we've got something here.
Yeah. And then after we get done, we'll be like obviously famous from living.
And then we get back,
and
then we start work for FedEx.
We'll become janitors
for FedEx.
And then we can do like cool like math equations out in the hallways of their office.
The question is, do we finish the commercial?
Yeah, we end up finishing the commercial.
Is that what if that whole thing was a part of the commercial? They were filming us like Big Brother style.
Dude, like the Truman Show?
Yeah.
You never know. When FedEx sends it, they send it.
They do. If it fits, it ships.
Story of my life.
That's right. Man, I don't like being bare feet though. I hope somebody got some cool Yeezy slides in the.
No, there's definitely shoes
FedEx.
on the plane. You know, I'll tell you right now, there is no possible way I'm going barefooted anywhere. It is not happening.
I hate it.
I mean, people that do it, I'm not like a jealous person, but people that can walk around barefooted, I do in the back of my mind have a little bit of jealousy. Like, why do they get to do that?
You're envious of that?
Well, because it's just, yeah.
Carefree?
I mean, they just don't care.
I'm tender-footed. It hurts.
Oh, me too. And I'm so tender-footed. Like a Lego, everybody talks about you step on a Lego. Dude, I step on a Lego, I'm out. I'm dead. I'll die. I'll literally die. But yeah, we have shoes on.
Okay.
But you have to wear women's clothing though.
I mean, I'm not really scared of that.
Yeah.
Because I've worn women's clothes when I didn't have the option of dying.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever? I don't know. Did you hang out with your cousins as a kid? Like
my cousins? Yeah.
So when I was little, me and my two cousins, like in the week, like we would stay at my aunt's and we would make videos. Like we would reenact like music videos.
Here we go.
And so we would do like we did one Bohemian Rhapsody, and my cousin was pissed because like I like sang over it as I'm recording it, and like it dubs his voice, and he got really mad. And then we did like Unskinny Bop by Poison, and I said, "What the hell is going on?" I remember like, "Oh shit!" My grandparents got pissed and they seen that video. And then we did a bunch of we did Bohemian Rhapsody, we did a few other ones, but then my cousin Allison, she put me in a dress. I was like 12.
Yeah.
Put me in a dress like from where I was a little kid.
Yeah.
From like she was like 6 years old, and I redid Fancy from Reba McEntire.
Oh.
I gotta see if I can find this video because it was funny, man.
Dude, I was
a big Reba fan.
I've got a video. I definitely wasn't 12. I knew better by then, but I was. My sister had a sleepover. She's 8 years older, and all of her friends came and they did a fashion show. So they dressed up in like all these costume jewelries and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm in the video, and I want to go join the fashion show that they created. And then they did something to make me mad, and I ran to my room. I know for a fact my mom has the video. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay,
it's hilarious.
I'm gonna text Allison and see if she's got the Fancy video because man, I have people that have seen it and they ask about it all the time because it was funny.
Yeah,
I had like red lipstick on.
Of course you did.
And yeah. And my little tidy whities are hanging out the bottom of this dress.
Golly. God bless you.
Oh, Fancy was my name.
Fancy. Oh, Dale Fancy.
You ever watch the show Reba?
No.
You never watched it?
No.
Dude. John, you ever watch the show Fancy? I mean, Reba? No, what? That is comedy. So
how did you have so much? You had a lot of time as a kid to watch things.
I still watch the reruns now.
Oh.
So Reba, it's a freaking awesome show. Her son-in-law, Van, is hilarious. He's a lot like Vaughn. But he's like a dunce. And he's like an ex-football guy. And, oh my God.
I'm going to have to Google this.
Please watch Reba.
Reba, is it a sitcom?
Yes. It's got a ton of seasons. And so Reba, it's like it starts off, Reba and her husband leaves her. That's a dentist for his hygienist named Barbara Jean. And Barbara Jean is like super funny. And then she has a daughter named Cheyenne. And her boyfriend that lived with him at the time before they were married is named Van. And then they have a kid. And it's very funny.
It ran for 6 seasons from 2001 to 2007.
They had another episode I watched today, and I was like laughing out loud hysterically whenever Van and Cheyenne were getting married. And then Barbara Jean and the dad were renewing their vows in this van. It is comedy gold. I'm going to send that episode to you.
All right.
It's so good. I can't believe you didn't watch Reba.
Dude, I've never even watched a thing of Seinfeld.
And you're missing out. Seinfeld's the best show ever.
Oh, well.
Right behind Reba.
Oh, yeah. I watched 7 Days in Utopia the other day.
Never heard of it.
Last night. It's a golf movie. It was actually pretty good.
You know, I did watch it tonight. We haven't finished. We got like 30 minutes left. Is that show Spirited on Apple TV? It's Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds. It's a new Christmas, like a musical.
Yeah,
it's like the past, present, future of Christmas Past. It's like a new version of Scrooge.
Yeah,
and they're trying to redeem Ryan Reynolds. Man, it's funny.
I don't have Apple TV.
Golly, dude. Are you poor?
No.
I just have it because I pay for it. I get that Apple One subscription.
I mean, keep in mind, I just
got it though.
For the first time ever, just upgraded to 50 gigabytes on my iCloud for the first time ever 2 weeks ago.
I've got 2 terabytes. I've got 4 now on my iCloud.
That's
so I pay
crazy.
I pay like $30-something bucks a month, and I have 6 phones or 6 devices that have Apple Music. I got Apple TV now, got all this stuff, get 4 terabytes of iCloud because we have a ton of storage from pictures and things like that from over the years. So it's worth it. But yeah, I spend like 30-something bucks a month just on that.
Oh my goodness. What are you, some sort of social media influencer?
Yeah.
I'm a defluencer.
It's mainly just from pictures and just, I don't know. Crystal's got, like, ask her when you see her next time. Ask me how many photos she has on her phone.
At what point though, do you just like, I mean, let's say 2 terabytes. That's got to be 40,000 pictures. I mean, do you ever really go back and look at picture number 36?
I do.
Like, how long does that take you to scroll that much?
I'm pretty good at finding pictures because I can go through my phone. I can think of something, and then I mean, it's really easy to do.
Yeah.
You can actually type words in now in your search, and it'll pull up pictures.
Like what?
If I type in dog, boom, it'll pull up pictures of dogs that I have in my phone.
Well, how does it know they're dogs?
Because Apple's freaking genius.
What if you just like type in people?
Then it will just bring up most people.
What if it's a dog and people?
Then it'll bring up people dogs. Look, I typed in Vaughn. First picture came up. Was your girly?
God, he looks good.
For you people watching.
That was a modeling picture.
But it pulled up that.
That's pretty. That's scary.
Isn't that nuts? Like I started typing in Vaughn and it's spelled T-bone instead.
T-bone. Okay.
It said bone, and it put up all the steaks, pictures of steaks I have.
Oh.
I don't know why I got 9 pictures of steaks on my phone, but I got 9 pictures of steaks. I never knew if I would go back and look at these.
What's the last thing you Google searched? And you can't lie.
Last thing, I just did HEB. I was telling Crystal to pick up. I sent her a picture of this barbecue sauce I wanted to pick up.
That wasn't fun. What about the one before that?
Let's see. How do you find that out?
I don't know.
I got to go to my bookmark. What cut is the pork roast?
Oh, man, I was here with that one too.
We were trying to figure that out.
You know, I have my browser set on private because there's some sense of like safety that I feel like it gives me, but I know it doesn't.
You shouldn't be looking at that stuff.
No. It's not that. I can tell you my Google searches are the most generic, random things.
Mine are very weird.
Like mine, one of my Google searches the other day is was
how do you spell mayonnaise?
No.
Oh.
It was about square pegs and round holes. You know the saying, like, you can't fit a square peg in round holes? Well, I saw something online where somebody was like, yeah, this person showed how to fit a square peg. Yep. And then I just had to look and see what that was.
Did it fit?
I mean, I didn't really find the answer. It was like a hypothetical.
You didn't internet good enough.
I know. It's something because a lot of it I just kind of give up on. Like, I'm not going to look at it.
Dude, my Google searches are pretty weird.
Really?
Because I send out a lot of weird stuff to people. I make gifts. I do all the, I make all these things. So, like, it's some pretty weird stuff sometimes to search for. But I'm not, not proud of it, but I do. But it's all in the name of comedy.
Yeah. Do you ever worry about the government tracking your phone?
No.
I don't either.
No, because I wear a metal helmet when I'm searching.
Any foil?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only way to do it these days.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal, so. Not in Texas. It's not legal in Texas.
You know that the average person breaks 3 laws per day?
Oh, that's easy. You do that driving easily.
Yeah. What laws did you break on the way over here? Speeding?
Oh, I rolled to a stop sign. I sped. I flipped off 2 people. I
don't think it's illegal to flip somebody off. It's freedom of speech, freedom of expression.
They were blind.
They were blind?
Yeah.
They were driving, obviously.
Yes.
Did they get mad? Did you flip them off with Braille?
I did.
Oh, man, that's illegal. That's definitely illegal. You can't do that.
No, you can't.
And that's rude.
No, I didn't. I do drive fast. You know that.
I do not.
Fawn drives like a woman, old woman.
Dude.
That is scared to make decisions.
Been the same. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I'm not.
You're the worst at.
Dude, no, I don't even want to get into
when I'm
this.
navigating you.
No, I am.
You're scared.
We already talked about this. I'm not going to get into it. That's because you have this domineering way of telling me what to do whenever I already know what I'm doing. You're the only person I know that tells me where to go in my own freaking driveway. Pull up. No shit. I live here. I mean, it's just, my God.
Dude, it's because I'm comfortable with you.
I want to see the stuff you say to Crystal. You're real comfortable with her. I bet she's scared to death.
She is.
I bet she puts a shock collar on her own self while she's driving. and just like, okay, I shocked myself before you got mad at me. I'm sorry I didn't take a left. 4 shocks.
Oh, man.
You know what my dad used to do that I thought was hilarious?
What's that?
We'd be driving. My dad loved to have single cab manual shift trucks. I don't know why. He always said it's because it's good for gas mileage. I don't know if that was true, but maybe it is. But he would drive and he would see a hitchhiker or somebody hitchhiking down the road, right? And then he would stop and he would pull over. He'd say, "Hey, you tired of walking?" They'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I've been walking from this." My dad would say, "Well, why don't you run a while and then just take off?"
Wow.
Oh, man, it was hilarious.
You never got shot at?
Oh, dude, this is back in the day when people loved each other.
That's hilarious. Why don't you run off?
Oh, most of them laughed. They thought it was great. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Speaking of trucks, so I had a single cab manual truck.
Yeah.
My first vehicle I bought myself. Me and Adam had the same truck. We bought those Dodge Rams when they came out with that new body style.
Yeah.
This was a
0405.
04. I had the blue one. Adam had the white one. And I worked at Casa Manana in that restaurant. And they had this one guy named Tim. This dude was a freaking quack. But he would always, he'd ride his bike to work. And so one day he called, and it's raining. And he was like, hey, my bike got a flat. I need somebody to pick me up. I'm like, fuck. I was like, I didn't want to do it. I was just an asshole. And everyone's like, Dale, go get him. Go get him. I'm like, I don't want to get him. Like, I don't want to go. Dude, like, I'm not doing it. And so, because I only one had a truck. So I went to go pick him up.
Wait, why couldn't he ride his bike?
He had a flat. He caught a flat or something like that. It's like on the way.
Yeah.
And he was, a good 5 miles away or whatever. So I got to show up there. He's soaking wet, nasty. And I'm like, well, throw the bike in the back and your ass in the back too.
Yeah. And
I drove him to work. I was like, and everybody got mad at me when I got there because I didn't let him ride in the truck. I'm like, he was all wet and nasty. I'm not going to let him ride in my truck.
Is it raining?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't see a problem with that.
He was already wet.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in the front seat.
Not picking him up or not letting him ride in my cab in my truck. But I was like, dude, he's wet and nasty. And my truck's nice.
Yeah.
But I did, yeah. So
was that your first vehicle purchase?
My own, yes. I had a Mazda 626 standard before that. That's why I learned how to drive one. My dad bought that for me.
I find that to be so much work to have to drive a standard.
You know what? It's a lot of work for like let's say if I'm just going from here to HEB.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work for a short little drive. It's a pain in the ass. Like long drives didn't bad them because you really wouldn't mess with it. But dude, I grew up in Lake Charles. Well, what's in Lake Charles? 2 big ass bridges.
Yeah.
Driving a standard up those bridges
in traffic,
it sucks.
Oh, could you imagine going up the Houston Ship Channel?
Because if you're stop and go, like you're rolling back, like it's a lot of work. And then
some people, they don't know that you're in a standard, and they get right behind you, and then you gotta basically pop the clutch and peel out, and everybody's like, "What's going on?"
It was a stressful deal. I hated it. But like I said, luckily, I know how to drive one now. A lot of kids nowadays won't know how to drive a standard. Yeah, unless you got a sports car.
But in most sports cars now, people get them in automatic just because they're faster to shift.
Yeah, I know. They got the little paddle stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Dude, that's great.
It was fun driving that truck, though. Me and Adam.
What'd you do with it?
I sold it. I traded it in for a Dodge Charger.
Dodge Charger.
A few years later. I had a Dodge Charger, and then I sold that when I started working with Nick and Adam in 2010, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Because they gave me a company vehicle.
Yeah.
So I sold it. And then I had a company vehicle for years. And then I bought me a Chevy Silverado LTZ.
Yeah.
Which is a nice truck. Me and Marcia bought matching trucks. His was gray. Mine was white.
Oh, that's cute.
And then we sold those and got matching Ford F-250s, those blue ones.
Oh, man, that's cute too.
So we had those. And then I just got rid of that. He still got his. I got that new Ram in January.
Is Marcel going to get a new Ram?
No, he's getting another Ford. I do miss my Ford, but I like the Ram. It's been a good truck.
Yeah, those are good trucks. They're all good trucks.
Yeah, I mean, they're all nice.
My favorite trucks are the ones that I don't have to pay for.
Well, my company pays. I get a
reimbursement.
I get a
car allowance.
I get an allowance, which covers more than what my vehicle costs, which is nice.
Yeah,
but I mean that helps. I ain't paid for fuel. I ain't paid for gas in probably 15 years.
Yeah, I haven't paid for gas in a long time. I don't think it's been 15 years.
Yeah, my last couple. I mean, for the last, say last 13 years that I've been. Yeah,
I haven't paid for an airplane ticket in the last 15 years.
I don't fly a terrible bunch. But now I just use my points from my card because of expenses from work. Yeah. So it makes it nice.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
I love fish fries.
I love fish fries.
So, well, good, man.
All right, man. Well, any cool plans for Christmas?
No, we're still trying to decide if we're going to go Lake Charles or not. My dad's asking us. I don't know.
We need to get him on the podcast.
I got a new dog, so that's another thing we didn't talk about. We got a new puppy, Tiger.
You talked. I think we talked about it on the last episode.
We did?
I think so.
Well, we may not go because we have a new dog and we can't board him yet, and I don't know if it's just a pain. When we go back home, we got to stay in a hotel. It's just a mess.
They don't allow dogs at a hotel?
Well, I mean, they probably do. It's just we'll be gone doing stuff a lot, so
you can't take the dog with you.
I don't want to bring him to people's houses.
Well,
we talked about that already.
All you got to do is put it as a service animal. I'll get you a collar that says service animal.
No, give me one with a vest.
I'll get you a vest.
Give me a service vest for myself too.
I'm gonna get you a straight jacket.
Yeah.
then bring the dog with you with a service vest on and be like, yeah, this dog's supposed to get me out of this straight jacket.
This dog sucks.
This dog's a real keeper. That's great.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I hope nothing.
Dude,
nothing.
You're such a Scrooge.
Nah, we'll probably do the same one. We kind of do the same thing. In the morning, we kind of hang out at our house.
What are you getting Kaiser for Christmas?
I'm getting him absolutely nothing for Christmas.
Why?
Because I do not buy presents for Christmas.
Why? It's called online, fool. I don't go shopping either.
It all goes back to my feelings about Christmas. I just don't. I don't participate in it.
You saw this on a movie and then you adapted it.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Like sounds like somebody from a movie.
What,
so
Elf?
Commercialized. I don't.
It really is though.
You think you're James Caan?
No, I think I'm Sean Volz.
I don't think that's your original thought. I think you don't want to like Christmas, so you tell yourself that it's so commercialized that you don't want to.
It's not. It's really and truly that's not the biggest part of it. It's not that I don't like Christmas. It's just I don't like the stress around Christmas. I mean, there's a reason. The highest rate of suicide happens in the month of December. And that's most of the time because there's people that are depressed because they either don't have somebody to go hang out with or there's many, many reasons why.
They can hang out with us.
Well, they could, but a lot of them don't know you or me.
Well, let's change that.
Well, yeah, I guess there's that. Christmas is just not my thing. You know what my favorite holiday is? I don't know. What am I? Probably like Memorial Day. I love Memorial Day.
Why?
Just because it's like there's no big facade about it. You can go hang out with your friends or your family. You can sit by the pool, have yourself a couple.
That's what Memorial Day is to you. You commercialized it.
Oh my gosh! No, it's a celebration of fallen heroes and ones that currently.
I know if you do that,
and ones that currently.
You just want to hang out at the pool and like forget about everything else.
And I don't like Labor Day because that's all about giving birth. Jeez.
Oh man.
All right. That's all I got to say about that.
How long have we been going for?
Oh,
hour
we have
6.
been going 1 hour and 6 minutes.
All right. Well, it's time to skedaddle.
Good. Are you excited about this meat we're about to eat?
I am, and you wrapped it.
I did.
Next episode, I got some guests we're working on. Got a couple different guys hoping to get on here. Need to hit Bregman up too and get this lined up.
Bregman and Liver King.
Dude, if we can get Liver King, this is huge.
It's not if. You've already talked to him.
I know, but I got to make this happen.
I've got some ideas.
Maybe we can go to Conroe. I'm sure he lives.
We can go to Conroe, and I have a place to do it if we have to go to Conroe. If he doesn't want to do it at his house.
Okay. You're eating raw liver.
And so we've talked about this too.
And testicles.
Okay, so if I say yes, I'll eat raw liver, you'll say, oh, it's because you're trying to act like a badass, but you'll be the one that doesn't do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm just going to gag.
I mean, that's okay to gag as long as you do it.
I'm going to do I never said I wasn't going to do it.
Like, I'll put it this way.
I'm primal. You're a subprimal. He said so.
I will tell you now, I would rather eat raw animal than eat celery.
Oh, celery. He's actually a celery king also.
Oh, I don't want to talk to him then. I don't want to talk to him then.
Why don't you like celery?
Celery's the grossest thing in the entire world.
Dude, I love celery.
Name something you do just despise. What is the worst like food for you? Like something you just hate. Mine is celery, and there's like some foods that
count.
Oh, it counts for me.
Like celery's not even a part of everyday life. Like mayonnaise, if you don't like mayonnaise, I'd be like, okay, that's tough because mayonnaise not that. Celery's not, and you can avoid celery very easily.
Okay,
there's not like stalks of celery coming at you.
I mean, well, it's the only food that I can say that I legitimately hate.
What did it do to you?
Oh my gosh! It was corporatized over Christmas.
Exactly. Oh man!
All right. Well,
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas now.
All right. Celery stalks.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.